One of the most important decisions that you will make as a cat owner is deciding whether you should have your cat spayed or neutered. So for today, I'm going to guide you through 5 questions that you should ask yourself whether you should spay or neuter your cat. So this is SirNicolay, and hopefully you will learn something new today. Okay, so let's just define some terms. So first, neutering. Neutering, just from the word neuter, because neuter means not male, not female. Neuter means that your cat's sexual ability will be stopped. So that means that for male cats, usually the term neutering is more for male cats, your male cats will be castrated. So there will be a surgical procedure where the balls of your cats will be cut off. So that is neutering. Okay, how about spaying? Spaying is generally used for female cats, and I don't know the exact procedure, but it's like the castration for women. So there's another operation for that, and and what will happen is that the cat won't be able to give birth once the cat is spayed. One of the first questions that I ask when people adopt a cat from me is whether they want to have a cat or a kitten just for a pet or for breeding. So whenever whenever that person would reply, "Oh, they just want a pet," so that is usually one of the questions which I will automatically say, please consider having your cat spayed. And the reason behind that is because for pet owners, having your cat spayed will actually be beneficial, because you won't have any problems when it comes to your cats reaching that reproductive maturity. And so therefore, having your cat spayed, your pet will just be, will just stay consistent for who he or she is for a long time. So another question that you should consider if you want to spay or neuter your cat is, do you just want to have one cat? So obviously, if you don't want your cat to reproduce, then go for spaying and neutering. But this is a very important question to ask yourself, because obviously some people will want to have a companion for their cats. And so a lot of times, by instinct, would want to have a female as the next cat that they would adopt. And so sometimes some adopters will forget that their cats could actually become sexually mature. And so what will happen is that the breeding would happen. And so one reason why spaying or neutering might be better is because you might not want to have multiple cats living in your house. So if that is the case, then obviously neutering or spaying is for your cats. The problem also that we could foresee is that once your cats reproduce and then your cats started staying with you, including the kittens, that's when there might be cases of incest, where the kittens, when they become sexually mature, will reproduce with their parents, and so it gets very problematic. And so that's the reason why, again, if you plan to just have a fixed number of cats, like just one cat in the house or like 2 cats in the house, then you should consider spaying or neutering your cats. Will you be able to rehome or find new homes for the new kittens? Because if you're the type of cat owner who doesn't want to be bothered with rehoming new kittens, I really suggest also just have your cat spayed or neutered, because a responsible breeder would definitely do that. So I don't know the exact science behind it, but I actually had one of my cats spayed before, years ago. And the instant thing that I noticed is that my cat started becoming lethargic or sleepy, and my cat actually started gaining weight. And so in that case, I feel that spaying or neutering can be a lot healthier for your cats. You don't want to add to the problem of cat overpopulation in any place you live. So let's face it, there are many cats that are abandoned, and then worse, some cats are actually being killed, and mostly because the cat owners are not responsible enough, in making their decisions early on. So I really suggest that if you don't want to be part of the problem, and you cannot commit to be a responsible breeder, please have your cats neutered or spayed. Okay, so what if you're going to tell me, how about you, SirNicolay, you're breeding cat, etc. Of course, I'm going to have to tell you that if you plan to breed your cats, you have to make a commitment. Okay? And for me, as a breeder myself, there are two commitments that you will have to do in order to be a breeder. Number one, you promise to take care of your queen or your mother cat. If you want to actually not become part of the problem, and you are dedicated to actually breeding ethically, and I would suggest please take good care of your mother cat. So feed her vitamins, support her during the birthing process, and as much as possible, you should keep track of her pregnancy schedule. And so therefore, it's very important that if you want to be a breeder, you have to commit to taking care of your queen. Okay. The second commitment is that you commit to finding good homes for the kitten. So that's very important. So that means if you are going to have your cats adopted, it might be nice to actually ask potential adopters what kind of pet owners they would be. Ask the right questions, and then it might be also nice to double check the background also of the persons, whether they are going to be responsible. And as a breeder, you have to also, the ethical responsibility that you make sure that the kitten will be taken care of. And so for me, if you have those, if you're willing to commit, to those two things, taking good care of the mother of your cats, and then the second one is finding a good home for your kitten, then it's okay. It's okay to breed your cats. Okay, but if you cannot commit, again, I sound like a broken record here. Consider spaying or neutering your cat. So before we end this video, you might be wondering, so where do I have my cat spayed or neutered? So I would just suggest look for the nearest vet clinic from your house. If you are looking for an affordable vet clinic that offers spaying or neutering, so I would suggest PPBCC. So this is Philippine Pet Birth Control Center Foundation. They're in Mandaluyong, so the rates are very affordable. So I would suggest you can check that out. So this is SirNicolay. If you like this video, please subscribe and then hit the bell button for more updates. So until next time, bye!